So a very good afternoon to you, Natasha, and of course to our SABC viewers. Just shortly before you actually crossed to me, my colleague Wazimanzi was actually taking visuals of ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa, his deputy Paul Mashatile, and of course the first Deputy Secretary General Nomvula Mokonyane, and of course they are visiting the house of one of the founding fathers of the South African Native National Congress, Thomas Mapikela, which you would know now is now the ANC, which was founded in 1912. Remember, Natasha, the whole aim of this visit, celebrating the ANC's 111th birthday, is to actually connect with its roots here, because you would know that the ANC was founded in this very province. Yesterday, Natasha, you would remember that the ANC had actually concluded business of, conference, and of course concluded those resolutions. I mean, we as members of the media had actually knocked off at 3:30 in the morning because we got various feedbacks from various commissions, like the organizational renewal, which was presented by Fasia Hassan, finance and stability by Joe Masangwane. We had strategy and tactics by David Makuro's now an ANC member, Thembing Kadibeng, on local governance. And a number of key issues actually came, about from that. Natasha, you would remember that, coming from organizational renewal, the ANC had actually, reaffirmed its stance on, the step-aside resolution, but also what came out from delegates is that very resolution should be used uniformly, and it should not be used to actually fight factional battles. What I also found interesting was that, ANC delegates had said that if they are affected by the step-aside resolution, then they could actually review their case after 6 months. Moving on to other commissions like local governance, you had Thembing Kadibeng saying that the ANC would actually propose a system, to introduce a threshold in terms of public representation. They also talk about the establishment of a local government forum where their deployees in government would be monitored very closely, by the ANC. And this is to do with, their councillors as well. If their councillors are actually effective in terms of delivering services to the people, on the ground, and also creating mechanisms, to put in place to actually monitor the performance of their local councils, to ensure that there is consequence management and accountability amongst various councils. We moved to Joe Masangwane, who actually presented the finance stability, conceding that, as the ANC, they don't have enough resources as a party to raise funds for their party. But they had also said, Natasha, that, they are considering increasing, the membership fee for the party, but also ensuring that they don't exclude, some of their members, as you would know, that some of their members, ANC members, fall beyond or below, rather, the poverty line. He also, very quite interesting, shone the spotlight on the political Funding Act, saying that as the ANC, it really isn't feasible for them, there is unintended consequences on the political funding act of the ANC. As I've alluded before, the ANC really can't afford certain things, so they have tasked their deployee, that being the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, to actually look at, the act, somewhat amending that act, because remember, in terms of the IEC, when declaring issues or when declaring money to the IEC, the minimum that a donor can actually give to a political party is 100,000, and the maximum is 50 million, and that is in a quarter. So the ANC really saying that they really can't actually, foot their bill as a political party. So many other issues came out of those commissions, Natasha, and of course we heard the president there giving his declaration last night or in the wee hours of the morning. We also heard the president there, my colleagues, somewhat door-stopping him at the presidential golf day. And when they asked him about the cabinet reshuffle, he jokingly said that, journalists should actually relax, sip a cup of coffee, and of course in due time the president will come out with this matter. It is quite interesting that as we're here, at the home of the late stalwart, there is ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa. He is flanked by his deputy, and this is Paul Mashatile's first public engagement, as the deputy of the ANC since he was elected as deputy of the ANC. Shortly after, he will be going to the late stalwart's gravesite alongside with Nomvula Mokonyane, and we hope, just to doorstop him on, the whole issue of, presidency, the deputy presidency. Will we see him as the next deputy president of the country since he was elected as ANC deputy president? So these are just some of the developments coming from my side of town and my part of town, and we do ensure, our viewers that we will ask those pertinent questions. We do ask and we do implore our viewers to actually stay tuned to SABC News Channel 4 as we bring you the latest in regards to the story.